then. Good morning, Mr. Perez. Mr. Perez, you're charged with 2 counts of criminal mischief. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and a $2,000 fine. What did they work down?
30 days.
Credit and 1 enhancement.
Okay, so it's 30 credit for 7. Are they just missing 1 or on both? Okay. How's jail?
Not good.
Was it worse?
Worse than it was the last time I was here.
Say that again?
It was worse than what it was when I was last time I was here.
Good.
Yeah,
I hope it was.
a lot worse.
Good. The idea is for you to think before you start letting loose without thinking of consequence. The more you do, the higher the offers go. You're now pleading to this. It's going on your record. From now on, you're facing 90 days in jail. So if you let loose again, you may very well be doing 90 days instead of 30. So the next time you get hot, think about it and find another outlet. Do you understand, Mr. Perez? You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this, you can never change this.
Yes.
Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense, sir?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty. Let me ask you this, where are you living now?
Homeless.
Why?
More of the family issues, no support system.
Meaning that they don't want to take you anymore? Why is that?
My mom does, my dad don't.
It's got to be a reason.
He's an abusive narcissist, sir. So there's no talking to him. My mom's died of cancer. She wants me around. He doesn't. And so she has 15 months to live. All he can think about himself. And that's that. It just, me and him have issues.
You know, is it better to make up or live on the street? He can't. He has that's It
his.
takes 2 to tango, man.
I know, but when he's a narcissist, so everything he does is right.
And
He can never be wrong.
are you someone who's never wrong as well?
I admit when I'm wrong. He can't take accountability.
All I'm trying to tell you is that tucking your tail may be better than living on the street.
I've eaten shit my whole life. Sorry for the language, but
I'm not gonna,
I've eaten shit my whole life because that's the game you have to play with the narcissist. You have to lose in order for him to win all the time. And I can't. I'm 37. I can't do it anymore.
it's time to change, man. I mean, I'm looking at your criminal history. It's a mile long, man.
It's a lot. He's part of that, but
You tell me a DWI second,
not one of that.
terroristic threat, criminal
that-
trespass, criminal mischief.
The most recent for being homeless on the streets. It's not an excuse, it's just the reason.
I wish you the best of luck, man.
Thank
You know, at some point it'll happen. Okay. All right, good luck, bud. Mr. D, yes, sir,
You want me to call client and the mother?
please.
Diego Cortez y mamá de Diego Cortez. Ya, miren. ¿Qué tal, caballero? Ponga sus papeles aquí. Solo mire, me llamo Luis, el intérprete, mucho gusto. Acérquese aquí, hermanito. Solo mire, pues sí le contesta en español nada más. Oh, wait, you speak English?
Not very well. Hi, Mom. Look, I have a book for him too. You want to give him that so he can color while he's waiting?
Gracias.
For sure.
Trate de solo mirar después, por favor.
What is his last name?
Diego Cortez, Your Honor.
Mr. Cortez, you are charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir. Okay.
On August 7th, 2024,
Shh.
officers observed a vehicle with an invalid plate and conducted a traffic stop. Officers approached the driver's side and the driver gave verbal consent to search the vehicle. The defendant's the passenger. At this point, the passenger admitted to the officer that he was in possession of a handgun and drugs. The officers detained the defendant. They found a black unloaded handgun with extended magazine, as well as 3 THC vapes, a crack pipe, and powder methamphetamine.
What?
Por ejemplo, electrónico, una pipa de crack, and what else you said?
Powdered methamphetamine?
Powder.
A crack pipe,
Y un polvo.
powdered methamphetamine, and what else?
That's it, Your Honor.
Y polvo
And a
en
handgun.
forma de metanfetamina.
With an extended magazine though.
Yes, Your Honor.
No, está haciendo concedida.
Thank you so much for coming.
Gracias por venir, señor.
Did you know about any of this?
¿Sabe algo de esto? No.
You now know.
Ahora usted sabe.
This is what happens. We need to keep a very watchful eye. And I'm going to keep you so close to me. You're going to be with me all the time. And I'm going to tell you now, one false move, I will put you in jail. Are you a United States citizen?
Tiene que hablar.
No, sir.
You have any papers here? Are you here with permission? What happens if you go to jail, Mr. Cornejo or Mr. Cortez?
They were the department.
But you will sit in jail waiting for this whole thing to play out, which would be at least 6 to 9 months. And then you're going to wait another 6 months in custody for immigration. You do now.
¿Qué hace usted ahora?
Portarme bien.
¿Cómo?
Are
Portarme
you in school? Are you working? What do you do with your life?
Está en la escuela trabajando. ¿Qué hace con su vida?
trabajo.
I work.
Did you graduate from high school?
¿Usted se graduó de la
Yes, sir.
bachiller o la preparatoria?
Me metí en una academia.
I entered an academy.
Did he graduate from high
¿Usted se
school?
graduó de la preparatoria?
Sí,
¿Lo que llaman high school?
sí,
Yes.
What's he doing now?
¿El que está haciendo ahora?
está trabajando
He's working.
Where?
¿A dónde?
con el papá en la yarda.
With his father in the yards.
So dad is at home then.
I'm sorry?
So father is at home then with you guys.
¿Con ustedes?
Sí,
Yes.
Do you work as well?
¿Usted también trabaja?
sí.
Yes.
What time, what are the hours of your work?
¿Qué son los horarios de su trabajo?
De 2 a 10.
From 2 to 10.
The problem I have is that when you're gone and when dad is gone, he's out creating mischief. And I don't want that to happen. I'm going to drug test him like crazy, and I'm going to put an ankle monitor on him so that he has a curfew and he's not out in the middle of the night. Do you have a Texas driver license?
¿Tiene licencia de conducir de
No,
Texas?
sir.
And you are not allowed to drive.
Manejar.
Okay, sir.
Just for clarification, may I ask, what time does the father work?
¿A qué horas ¿Qué es el horario del padre?
De 5 de la mañana a 6.
Pero ya
From
vienen
5 in the
como
morning at
las
6.
8, como a las 8.
Sometimes he'll come home around 8. Hablen de mañana o noche. 8 de la noche. 8,
De 5:30 a 8
5:30
de la mañana y ya va llegando a las 8, 7:30.
around 5:30, 7:30, 8.
So there is a short period where no one is supervising him.
Un corto tiempo donde nadie lo está supervisando, ¿es cierto?
Buscando el trabajo.
¿Me está hablando? César?
Eh,
Que hay un corto tiempo, plazo de tiempo donde no hay nadie supervisando.
no siempre está con el papá en el día,
No, he's always with his father during the day.
en el trabajo.
And during the night, he's always under supervision with you.
Y durante la noche siempre está bajo la supervisión con usted. Con su supervisión.
Sí, sí.
Yes.
You are not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to have you come every Monday and every Thursday here to test with me, to prove to me that you're not consuming alcohol, marijuana, cocaine, methamphetamine. You're not to have any weapons. Mr. Cortez, I'm warning you. I promise you on everything that's holy, one false move, I will put you in jail. I will make your bond high. Look at me.
Míreme,
If you go to jail, you're not here with permission. You will get an immigration detainer and you will be stuck in there for the next 9 months. If you have a drug or alcohol problem, you better address it, because if you don't, I'm giving you the opportunity now to do it yourself. If you do not,
usted no está.
I will do it for you.
Yo lo voy a hacer por usted.
You will come here twice a week to prove to me that you're not consuming any dope. You will also be required to do 3 NA classes per week so that you can Narcotics Anonymous,
Que va a tener que atender a 3 pacientes.
so that you see how dope ruins people's lives. I'm trying to intervene before you do something critical where you end up either dead or in prison for the next 25 years. You were allowed to go out for one purpose, and that is to be with your father, to work. Otherwise, I want you at home with supervision of your mom or your father. Do you understand?
¿Entendió, sí, señor o no, señor?
No driving
No puede
and no
manejar.
weapons.
No armas, ningún arma de fuego.
I want to do everything I can to help you address this drug issue. When someone is taking meth, that really tells me that they're walking a very slippery slope, and we need to keep a very watchful eye. And the closer I keep them to me, the higher likelihood we have of them always keeping us in their mind when they have the opportunity to do something they shouldn't. If you need anything from me, all you need to do is ask and I will give you anything. I will pay for everything for you so that you don't have to pay for anything. The ankle monitor costs, $300 to $500 a month. I will waive that fee for you. I will also waive the fee for the drug testing, so nothing will come out of your pocket, other than I can't pay for, Do you have any questions?
No.
This is a very critical point in your life, Mr. Cortez. You will have the next 40 years of your life to live in a good way. This life is a journey, right? This journey can be great, where you make a lot of money, you take nice vacations, you fancy cars, or it can be a rotten, miserable toilet. Look at me, a toilet of an existence, because you have nothing but drug addictive issues and you can't even keep a job. And you at 17, you ain't got no money. You're gonna have to get the money somewhere for the dope. That's where the bad stuff starts happening.
Es cuando las cosas malas empiezan a pasar, a ocurrir.
Okay. So GPS monitor, waive the fee, curfew at the minimum, 9 to 10 p.m., whatever mom would like. And then he's allowed to go out for work with dad or with mom. And then you tell me what kind of schedule you would like. You are not allowed to hang around any of the people that you are where you're getting any kind of dope, and no driving and no weapons. Do you have any questions?
¿Usted alguna pregunta, señor?
Okay. We'll have you guys take a seat. They will give you the conditions. Heed this warning. You will not get another one. And I promise you, if you go to jail, you're going to be there for a year with immigration all over your back. Make wise choices. Okay. Monday and Thursdays, come here to testing, waive all the fees, and then he must do NA classes 3 times a week. You will bring to me a sheet of paper every Monday to show me that you're doing NA classes. I can advise you later if you need any help on how to do it. But date, time, where you did the class. You can do it online if need be, but I want it done 3 times a week. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Chavez,
Yes.
she's ready. She's waiting for something else. Good morning, Ms. Guzman.
Sí, señora Guzmán.
Buenos días.
Good morning.
Guzman, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. What's the agreement, guys?
3 days and 13 days.
Ms. Guzman, you're, like I said, you're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You are pleading guilty to this DWI. You need to understand this DWI will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. Whenever you get pulled over in a car, when officers see you, they will see this DWI conviction. If you smell like alcohol or dope, they will immediately take you in and you will be charged with a second offense. I don't know if you have any prior DWIs. If you do, then you will be looking at a third-degree felony, up to 10 years in prison. So if I were you, I would never get into a car and drive, even if you've had one beer, because you're looking at a ton of time. In fact, it will be a minimum of 90 days in jail if you ever pick up another DWI. As it stands now, you have an immigration detainer. So when you get done here, you will be shipped off to immigration. If you come back, it will be considered illegal reentry, and you're looking at a 5-year minimum federal sentence. So if you want to come back to the United States, do it the right way. You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. You understand?
Sí.
How do you plead to the offense, ma'am? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty, sentence you to 3 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 12 days that you've done. I'm going to suspend your license for 1 year. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck to you, man. Thanks.
Judge.
Admonish him that I'm not going to take, if he sets it and we do it, I will not take anything else. Top of page 3. Good morning, Mr. Amezquita. Is it Amezquita? Okay, sir, what is the offer that you have in this case? Look,
Time served, offer your.
they've offered you time served in this case. There's also typically a probation that's also done. I want to give you a heads up that if you want to accept the plea bargain, you can. If you set this case for trial, though, I will not accept any plea bargain offers on the day of trial. I'm not going to have a jury come down and waste their entire day to have you come and just plead guilty. So if you want to set the case for trial, we're happy to do it, but I will not accept any offers after this point. So you have the opportunity now to talk with your lawyer to figure out what you guys want to do. But if we set it, you will go to trial. I'm not going to take a time served and I will not take a probation. So you guys, you look, I'm not asking you to make a decision now. You guys go outside, talk, see what you want to do, but I'm not playing this game where we're dragging 35 people out of their day down here for shites and giggles. Okay, so
Judge, if say we talk and he's like, I still want to set up a trial, but maybe 2 or 3 weeks before trial, he's like, actually, I'd like to take the plea. Is that okay? Or it's once it's said?
no, I mean, it's, you've gone through the evidence with him, right?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah, I mean, you know what's there. Like nothing's going to change. You either want to take it or you don't want to take it. I don't want to play games, you know? There's no sense, especially given that your case is 1,400 days old. Okay, you guys talk, let me know what you want to do. We're happy to set it, or there's no sense in delaying the inevitable. You know what I mean? Yeah, okay.
In September.
Okay.
But he wanted him to come back and give me an update on his job search. And so he's here today. He's got an appointment later on, actually, I think at 2:30 today. He's got like a counselor to help him get the job thing. But it was set, I think, last week, Judge. And you wanted just an update that he's looking.
Morning, Mr. Burrow. How goes it?
How's it going?
Yeah.
Great.
Elaborate on your greatness.
I have an appointment today with a workforce advisor at 2:30, so they can help me find a job.
So why can't you do it?
I've been looking for them on Indeed. I've also filled an application for the Dollar Tree by my house. And she said she's gonna pull applications in 2 weeks, which that was a week ago, so
I need you to speak up. Hey, guys, keep it down.
back. She said she's gonna pull applications in 2 weeks, so that was a week ago, so tomorrow or today, I'm gonna go up there and ask her for my name. I went to the workforce.
You not tried to apply with Amazon?
Yes, sir. Through Indeed.
And what?
Indeed.
Why do you have to go through Indeed for everything? Why can't you just apply online? Go to Amazon.com and then they have applications you can fill out right then and there. Why do you have to go through Indeed for everything?
I go through Indeed because my resume is already on there, so they can look at my resume.
You have your resume saved on another drive, I would imagine, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you should be able to upload it to other places as well. Don't just limit your search with Indeed. Think outside of the box. That's how you get a job. And don't be picky, right? Just be good at whatever you're doing wherever, and then you're going to move up and you make the money. That's how it goes. Don't matter where you're going. You know, you people who start working at Chick-fil-A, if you really kick ass, holy moly. You know, I have a friend of mine that started as a dishwasher there. He now owns 2 Chick-fil-A's. He's making 400 GER on each place. And he started as a freaking dishwasher. But he worked his ass off and did so good. He now manages one of the highest stores versus in operation volume here in Houston. And he started as a dishwasher.
Sure.
If he can do it at Chick-fil-A, you can do it. It's right here. I'm bringing you back next week and I want to see what you've done. Your case is already 65 days and you're still no working. Unacceptable. Get
We just reset last week. I think it was, yes. So, but he's again, Dollar Tree, Indeed, Amazon, and he's got his meeting today with the
Mr.
workforce
Burrow,
commission. So,
doesn't matter where you go. If you have the drive and if you have the heart, you can become just anywhere you can take over. That's what it amounts to, right?
Sure.
Just work hard, be honest, and just kick ass. That's what it amounts to. All right.
My probation officer yesterday, she put it in my paperwork for me to get my driver's license because I tried to turn.
That would be great. If you get your license, remember you have to have insurance as well.
Sure.
Just getting a license is not enough.
no,
Right.
Amazon, for example.
But do it right. Is this like, can you look at his license, Logan?
Sure.
Do you know if it's suspended or not?
It was. I tried to turn myself in. They said I don't have any warrants. She says she doesn't see any warrants either. I went to 12.
Turn yourself in for what?
Well, I thought I had tickets because I called 411 and she said I had $1,000 and a
It's not-
$30 hold. So when I went to go turn myself in, the cop was like, "You don't have anything."
It's currently suspended, Your Honor.
Why?
No liability insurance for 2021.
So ticket. So that's
Do you see it? Is it an open ticket? What do you see?
is there an expiration date on it or is it indefinite?
It's indefinite.
Okay.
Before you get your license back, you're going to have to pay a reinstatement fee. Look,
And you might have to submit proof of that liability
this wasn't, here, let me see.
or some sort of liability. Just prepaid insurance.
This number I'm giving you now is the driver's license division to DPS. When you call there, you call at 7 in the morning, right when the phone lines open up. If you call at 7:26, if you call at 1, if you call at 4, it's so busy you will never get through. Through experience from me, whenever I was working on clients' licenses, what I did was I would call the driver's license division, I would give them the license number, and they would tell me exactly what I needed to do to get the license back. That's what you need to do. But you call at 7 o'clock sharp, otherwise you're never going to get through. That's when it opens up. If you are serious, that's what you need to do. Do you mind giving that to me? That's the license. That's the number for the driver's license division. Regardless, you need a job. So I'm bringing you back next week
Give you an update, Judge. Thank you, Judge.
I'm also going to test you. So beware. I hope you're not using, especially since you're on felony probation. Okay? All right, good luck, Mr. Brown. Hey, and then we'll put you through the same thing. And then just once you get that class, we'll kill it. Okay? For sure.
I know everything, okay?
Yes. How's it going?
How's jail?
Horrible.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Stuff keeps happening that lands you there. You've not picked up an assault of a family member and you're on felony probation for two very serious cases. Very, very serious cases. One of them being a burglar of a habitation. On that Berg hab, you're facing 2 to 20. When you're on a second degree probation and you violate probation, usually the offer started around 10 years plus, not 2 years, not 3 years, because it's a second degree. Just one away from 5 to life, man. You've been to prison before?
Yes, sir.
You're begging for it.
Oh my God.
We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
On August 15th, 2024, officers were dispatched to her address. The complainant advised that the defendant had assaulted her by striking her in the face. They were having a verbal arguments throughout the day. When defendant choked the complainant in front of her family, but she refused to report a defendant.
He choked her in front of the family.
Yes, Your Honor. That night, the complainant tried to kick defendant out of the motel room after they got into another verbal argument again, and in front of their small children. The defendant then punched the complainant several times in the face before she was able to close the door. Officers saw the complainant with blood protruding from her nose. Complainant appeared pregnant. Complainant did not feel pain. Or did feel.
Wait. Did you just say she appeared pregnant?
She appeared pregnant.
You got bigger issues coming.
I mean, this could be multiple felonies over. I don't, what, she's pregnant, choking.
She felt pain, and she blacked out from the punches. She refused EMS.
That's what
Defendant said he and complainant were having a verbal argument. He got angry, and he admitted punching her one time with his fist in the face, causing blood to come from her nose. Is a significant criminal history, Your Honor?
Right. I see it. Mr. Anthony, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward. What's this look of bewilderment? You know what happened. What or what didn't, I wasn't there. I don't know. All I know is that you're on 2 very serious felony probations. You have a laundry list of priors, all of them serious assaultive, aggravated assault after aggravated assault. I'm warning you now. If you do get out of jail, you are not to have contact with this person whatsoever. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's a serious thing. And I want you to understand that there's a protective order in place. This protective order prohibits you from going within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. And you're not to have any contact with her and not to be in possession of weapons. If you violate those conditions, the state can and will file a violation of a protective order against you. And it's one of the worst cases you can pick up. It's the only time I get to hold someone at 0 bond for violating conditions. And I will do it in a heartbeat to protect every single person. So if they don't have the wherewithal to do what they're supposed to do, I will do it at a 0 bond in a heartbeat. Do you understand, Mr. Anthony? Rachel, so GPS monitor prior to release, not to go within 500 feet of where the complaining witness lives or works. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol, random urinalysis. Waive all the fees, please. Do you mind filing, or don't worry about it because I'm going to have it monitored just in case. Do you have any questions? The only thing I'm gonna advise you is that you're only gonna get so many chances before they put you in prison. Take it for what it's worth, that if you do get out, walk the straight path, because if not, you know where it ends up. And I'm gonna tell you now, I've read stuff that happens in prisons. It's so bad, it'll turn you white. Do you mind? He needs to sign conditions. Ricardo.
Caballero, ¿qué tal? Me llamo Luis. Parece aquí centro y solo mi respuesta te contesta en español. ¿Cuál es tu nombre?
Noé,
Noé Valerio.
Noé Valerio.
Mr. Valerio, you're charged with illegal dumping. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
Your Honor, the solid waste consisted of 2 used truck tires. Officer,
¿Consisted of what?
2 used truck tires.
Oh, consistía, por ejemplo, de 2 llantas de camión usadas.
The officer conducted further research on TLO, on the registered owner. Officer went to the address and was unable to make any contact.
Logró hacer contacto.
Somebody left a door hanger at the address with the officer's contact information. He was then contacted by Jacob Sanders, who informed the officer that he had no knowledge of the suspect vehicle. Upon contacting Mr. Mario Garcia, Tejas informed the officer that he sold the suspect vehicle to a defendant and later produced a bill of sale for the purchase. Officer followed up and met with the defendant, who was positively identified by his Mexican passport. A non-custodial interview was conducted, and upon presenting the facts of the case, the defendant voluntarily admitted to dumping the solid waste as depicted in the video. The interview was videotaped.
So there's a video of him actually doing it. I mean, I'm wondering, how did they even get to him in the first place? How do they know?
Sure, I'm not familiar.
Did someone see him? Did the officer see him? Someone turn him in?
It was on January 12th, 2024. Environmental Crimes was provided a surveillance video of illegal dumping at Lara Street.
So then through the video, they followed up and they found him through the car, I imagine.
The owner of Lara Street, I believe,
Lara Street?
Lara.
Oh, Lera Street.
Brought the video to the officers.
Mr. Valerio, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Tell me, are you a United States citizen?
No.
No.
Are you in this country with or without permission?
No, without permission.
If you go to jail,
Pasa si usted va a una cárcel.
Pagaría todos mis delitos.
No le puede
I
agarrar
would pay for all my
inmigración.
crimes.
Le puede agarrar inmigración.
yes, I want you to think about
Quiero que
this.
usted piense de en esto.
What happens if you go to
¿Qué
jail?
pasa si usted va a una cárcel?
Me agarraría inmigración.
Immigration will get a hold of me.
That's correct.
Eso es correcto.
Thank you for the help, Marcos. You,
¿Sí?
if you're in jail for even more than 12 hours, immigration sweeps the jail on a daily basis. They will put a detainer on you. You will be stuck like Chuck in jail until first this case is over with. And then you'll be shipped off to immigration where they're going to do whatever they're going to do to you, but you will probably wait an additional 6 to 9 months in immigration waiting for whatever to happen. If you go to jail, that's what you have looking forward to. Do you understand?
Sí, sí.
Yes,
Do you have a Texas driver license?
Ahorita no.
No, not right now.
Then you're not allowed to drive. And I am making that a condition of your bond. If I find that you drive any vehicle whatsoever for any reason, I will put you in jail. And if you're unlucky enough, you're going to be there for an extremely long time. This is an affidavit that I'm going to have you sign, a promise that you're going to make with me, that you're not to drive whatsoever If I find that you drive, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing an additional 6 months every time you drive because it's an offense in and of itself. Heed this warning. You will not get another one. Do you understand?
Sí, señor.
I will have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. After that, you'll get with Marcos and Victoria. We will get you out of here. I will waive your appearance so you don't have to come to court until Marcos says so. But if Marcos tells me that he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games and you're not responding to phone calls or text messages, I will issue a warrant. You will not get any more PR bonds if you pick up any new cases. Drive, stay out of contact. Understand?
Fuera de contacto, ¿entiende?
Good luck, sir.
Maybe excuse me. Thanks.
They say